I don't think it's actually a Safaricom versus Starlink thing. I think it's more of an M-Pesa versus the PayPal mafia. This is the letter that brought hii tumbo joto yote. Safu akijaribu kuvoice concerns zao, and I would liken it to your old wife versus the beautiful secretary kuletea chai, and you see no harm. Actually, I would see a lot of harm, and a lot of people can. I don't know if most people can actually see the harm, but imagine digital payments are worth $11.53 trillion as of this year. So what that would mean is the PayPal mafia, ama kina Elon Musk, are not coming to only solve the issues kama za connectivity, and Starlink is just laying the ground. It's just doing the groundwork. However, before we get to M-Pesa, they are going to disrupt a few things, because they actually disrupt the current market where they are in, also looking at what else to disrupt. So we've established the end goal is the digital payments. But let's look at what Akina Safu would actually suffer from today. Number one would be the loss of the market share in remote and rural areas. Even with Starlink already ishaanza kuconnect. Ukienda na huko na remote areas, it's doing very well. Even in the urban areas, like for example in town CBD, hii kitu disrupt, and you actually find that a lot of people even use it in their offices now. So that is loss of market share, sindio? The satellite to phone will mean a few things. One, no need for cell towers, reduced maintenance cost, universal connectivity. Imagine unatoka hapo unaenda Rwanda, continue using your phone. Consistent service quality, whether uko Ocha ama Tao ama Ocha, doesn't matter. Number two is direct competition for core services. So the satellite to phone connectivity will also mean loss of pesa to Safaricom, which is unaona, it was even in our local dailies today. And then it will mean lower cost for consumers. It's a good thing to consumers, but remember, one, the government will lose taxes, and you can see AST and Savcom had partnered to do a similar thing, only that it took long, because this was in 2023, and it seems like Akina Starlink, when they decide to do something, it's chap, let's go, move. So the government will lose taxes. Also, potentially companies like Savcom will also lose revenue. Then now let's look at the entry into the digital payments. This is where now there's even a bigger threat. Why? Because remember, they will offer global payment solutions or even regional payment solutions, which are not existing. Today, yes, I can send money to Tanzania, but I cannot send money to Zambia. I'm not able to send to South Sudan. I'm not able to send to Ethiopia. So when you do a project in Ethiopia, you're unable to get the money out because the government kind of controls how much you can get out. Do a project in Malawi, do a project in most of these countries. Challenge is getting the money out, right? Now, if Starlink actually comes, imagine wakaanza kukopesha. You guy, what are you talking about? Now, integration with global services. Imagine the ability of Starlink to integrate with payments all around the world. Global e-commerce or tech giants. This will reduce the reliance on the local tech companies. Now, that can actually cause an existential threat to our local telcos. And also, it will disrupt the current business models. Imagine how it will actually force the telcos to rethink even, how they use the masts and everything. And a lot of disruption can actually come and even offer and make these companies obsolete, or the current model, their technology models obsolete. So it might also need for new infrastructure investment. For example, they might need now to start thinking of how to use satellites and all that. And now that is the biggest challenge that I foresee. So if this Katigal, we've been told once or twice, if you hear, a Katigal sika poa, believe this wife, believe this lady mwenye anapiga kelele. The potential, for Starlink to bypass traditional infrastructure is a big threat. Na kwanza vile the digital payment space pia vile atakama ata disrupt actually poses a very big significant disruption actually to the telecom industry. If I were a telecom industry company, probably I would actually hold my guns and maintain my concern, because hapa si mchezo. Hapa customers wataenda. Kwanza hii Starlink to direct sell, hapo hata ndio there is actually a big problem. Alafu ukumbuka hata hii Starlink sahi wameiweka ati rent, kuna ile ati you don't even have to buy the hardware. So actually all these changes are actually tests to the market. So unajaribu, you try, you bring down the price, you see how the market reacts. Probably they might bring down the subscription, see how the market reacts, and eventually figure out a soft spot. Just imagine a truck coming from Cape to Cairo without needing to roam, or a boat coming just from one end of the world to the other, or a plane coming from JKI to New York without needing to roam or anything. Inatumia tu satellite and you're connected to the internet and all that. This is actually a legitimate claim. Dem akiambiwa ache kupika chai, I think pia sisi tunafaa kusupport Safaricom hapo, tuseme dem acha kupika chai, tubaki na the wife that we know. For sure, just think about it. Juu M-Pesa ikiwaipiwa, then how good is that going to be for us? Just think about it. Now, and then the economies of scale. Imagine like one company serving the whole world. That would be like removing a small monopoly and creating a global monopoly. But anyway, for those who thought this was actually a connectivity game, think again. But see you in the next one, and thank you so much for your support. Naendelea tu kuwachanua.